Welcome back. Last year I have upgraded my tweeters in the front doors to Hertz, and I was really happy with the result, the way they sound. I have decided to get another pair and install them in the rear doors. Today we're gonna do that and I'll give you a little review. I have already unboxed the tweeters, so you're gonna need those two tweeters and some brackets that come with them. I also got from eBay the capacitors. This is exactly the same as I did in the front doors. Link will be in the description below to the video on the front tweeters. Pop out the cover and unscrew the Torx 25 screw. Then use a bone tool to gently pry out the door panel towards you. It will unclick. Then lift upwards, and now you need to be careful to detach everything that you see. I'm gonna go a little bit more into detail what needs to be disconnected. Just take your time, it's not hard. Installation of the rear door tweeters was last summer, and only now I have decided to post a video and give you a little review on them. So there is the door panel in my hands. Okay, what needs to be disconnected? This is the door handle light, the connector for the control switch, window switch. This is the connector for the tweeter. And this is the door handle when you open the door. Use a bone tool to pry it out from the door panel. It sits a little bit tight. I'm gonna put that grommet back into position. Now at the door panel from the back, this is the window switch connector. This is the door handle light connector. And the door handle pull, the cable, this is where you need to use a pry bone tool. And this is the tweeter connector. Now this is the factory tape on the connector. I'm going to remove it to expose the assembly. Now this whole assembly can be easily detached from the panel, from the door panel. Just use a couple of screwdrivers to gently pry it out, so you're not going to break anything, because we need to save the tweeter and I want to save the connector. There it is. To attach the new tweeter, I've used the bracket that came with it and the screw. And after thinking, I finally found a way to attach it just using a zip tie. It actually worked really well. Just take a look. It sits in the factory groove and it doesn't fall at all. It sits really tight, and I found that this was the easiest way to make it work. Now I need to cut the connector from the tweeter. I'm gonna use a knife and just take my time to cut it out. A few minutes later and it's detached, and I've also saved the tweeter. And this connector now will sit in its original position. The capacitor I have attached with another zip tie, sits really nice and tight, and I've temporarily connected all the wiring. Now make sure that the capacitor sits on the same wire on both sides of the door. After soldering all the wiring, make sure also the capacitor is in series to the tweeter. And I've used some hot glue gun to secure it extra. To complete the job, I've used this felt-like material that has a sticky side to it, and I'm gonna cover it so it will kind of protect the tweeter and the capacitor, make it look nice. And also it will eliminate any possible rattles. I've also had some dynamite which I've attached to the door panel to make it a little bit more heavier and make it a little bit more rattle free. Now the door panel is ready to go back in reverse. Just reconnect everything. Take your time, and by the way, I did not cut any parts of the video here. That's exactly how much time it takes to put the door panel back into position. I've just sped up the video. Make sure you push all around the door panel to engage all the clips. You're gonna hear them click. Screw the screw back and pop the cover into position. Now I'm gonna do the other side, and I'm not gonna show you the whole process because it's exactly the same. Moving now to the other door, and to make the video shorter, of course I'm not gonna go into detail again. I've removed the door panel and I've added some dynamite. I'm gonna take out the original construction here of the tweeter. Using the same technique, the capacitor is in series and on the same polarity as on the other door. I'm gonna secure it and we're gonna install the door panel back onto the car. Let's do that. I will add at the end of the video links to the installation of the front tweeters, and I'm gonna add also a link to the installation of the door handle lighting, which I did a while ago. Okay, almost done here. The installation was performed in the summer and it's already end of the winter. Let's take a listen. So sitting at the driver's seat, I did not notice any difference in the sound. You only hear the front speakers anyway because the rear doors from factory sound a lot less. I have manually adjusted my equalizer for the rear doors. My equalizer is all the way up. Now only when you sit at the back seat, that's when you hear the actual difference. The new Hertz tweeters give you more detailed sound. My advice to you guys, an opinion, don't change the tweeters at the back doors, just do the front ones and enjoy the new sound. I've done it, I hope my experience was helpful to you. Do the front ones and enjoy, don't do the back ones. I hope you like this video, thank you for watching, subscribe and like my videos. See you next time.